Okay, I think we're live. That looks good. Let's go back to this. So this is the small flight that I'm going to do with my Mirage 2000. Going to be taking off here from Ramat David on runway 29. We're going to head close to the big lake here and ingress into a canyon through here. Follow the canyon there up to that little lake that's also inside the canyon, and then we're going to pop up by making a left turn, and I'm going to be going to hit the orange smoke target here and then hopefully dive back in the canyon to head back home. I say hopefully because I've put a lot of defenses. You don't see everything on the F10 map here, but that's why I have to get in very low level, have to enter all my waypoints and all that good stuff, and hopefully come back in one piece back to Ramat David. So we're gonna try that. So it shows an F16, but I'm actually doing it in the Mirage 2000C. I downloaded a new skin just to make it look good for this flight, so I'll show you on the outside view. There's no default Israeli skin for this plane, but somebody made one. I guess it's something that makes it look a little bit like the IAI Fear that's probably going to come out like in the next few years. There's been work done on it. So I'm just gonna click fly, show you the outside view quickly to give you an idea what it looks like. So this is the plane I'll be flying. You can see on the outboard pylons I have air-to-air missiles. The green and yellow things there, those are my rocket pods that I will fire at the enemy. I have a centerline fuel tank, and it's in the colors of Israel. There's a nice little helicopter flying by in front of me, and the sun is going to set down pretty soon. There's that Black Hawk helicopter in front of us. So I'm going to start with the boring stuff. I have to prepare my waypoints so that they will be displayed in my radar screen here later. So I have to prep 0, 1, validate, prep 0, 2, validate. I have 9 waypoints, so it's going to take a little while. This one. There we go. If I zoom in a little bit here, I'm going to go to my countermeasure, set program 5, which basically just releases one chaff, one flare. I'm going to turn on my ECM, which will pretty much turn itself on if it needs to. And on the other side, you can see on the outside that we have some lights on the plane, and I'm going to turn those off to stay more stealthy. So click, 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 click. I'm going to set the taxi lights. I'm going to put my radar on standby, and there we go, got that. Up here in the center, that's my radar screen. I can play with my radar range, and you can see that some of the waypoints show up. But they're mostly behind us, so we won't see much of it now. I'm going to set my radar altimeter to on. And that cockpit looks pretty ready. I'm going to remove the warning. I'm going to release the parking brake, and that should make the plane able to move. There we go. Looks like we're good to go. Oh, let's not forget the nose wheel steering. There we go. This is in the wrong mode on the joystick, and just center that here on the runway. And then we can just give it full burner. As indicated by the post-combustion here, which means afterburner basically in French. And 150, we're gonna roll and take off. Airborne gear up. Make a right turn. And we're gonna have fun at low level today. These beautiful light conditions. I don't know if the local population is going to like low-flying jets, but we're at war, so we're allowed to. So here in the HUD you can see that I'm following that little house symbology, which basically indicates where I need to go. You can see that now it's to the left because I turned right. So if I turn left, it'll come back in front. I'm gonna want to turn right of that hill in front of me. And I will continue flying Nap of the Earth over the town here. Here I know that there are power lines nearby, and there they are. So we'll try not to crash into them, those big towers. So we're flying at Mach point 88 at very low level. When I get closer to my waypoint, within about 10 miles, we're going to see a little cross on the ground, which helps to know where we're going. There it is. I'm going to reduce speed to fly at about 350 in the canyon area ahead of us. More power lines. And now we're slowing down. In the Mirage, you can see those little chevrons that go low when you decelerate, and if I accelerate, they're gonna go above here. So that's how you know if you're accelerating or slowing down. I love the colors of the HUD at night like that. And now we're gonna change waypoint. There we go. Prepare a few things. Master arm rockets. As I'm coming out of the canyon, it's kind of hard to do these things. I'm keeping it in nav mode for now, but later I'll be able to set the rocket symbology in the HUD to be able to attack. And again, I'm going to change 3.3.
Passing waypoint 1 at 27,000.
here I'm gonna have like a pretty hard turn to make. Gonna give it burner and drop some countermeasures. Regain speed. There we go. On the top of the walls of this canyon, there are all kinds of air defenses that would like to shoot me down. Okay, so I'm getting to the little lake part that we saw on the map earlier. You can see the water in front of me. And so I'm getting a radio message that my smoke is going to be on target. Just gonna line up here with the canyon and switch waypoint. There we go. Put my rocket symbology in the HUD. I'm gonna give it some gas. And go straight up. Look for the smoke. There it is. Drop countermeasures. See the small buildings next to the smoke. I think it's some tents and vehicles there. Let's zoom in a bit. There, right on the waypoint. Rockets away. There we go. Gonna drop some more countermeasures. Switch to guns. Looks like I did some damage. Yeah, getting a confirmation from the spec ops on the ground. And we're gonna zoom back in, do a gun pass, and get out. Dropping countermeasures. Guns, guns, guns. And we're out. Can I change my waypoints again? It all happens pretty fast. And now I'm going to go back to nav mode. Gonna remove my symbology for the rockets. And we're back at the lake in the canyon. And again, I'm going to switch steer point. This is my big turn I did earlier. So far so good. We haven't been hit. We're at waypoint 6. I'm gonna make my left turn here to waypoint 7. I'll have to enter that here. We can see that it's in front of us there. We're 5 miles, and then we'll be back in Israel and into the safer zone. No missiles chasing me. We're good. low level flying late in the day. And we're here, so again we're going to switch to steer point 8. And since we're in the safe area, we can deselect rockets, we can open up the selective jettison, and we're going to drop our tank. Let's have a look at that. And there it falls on the hillside. Now we're going to turn master arm off, we don't need it anymore. And we're just enjoying the flight back home. Just under the speed of sound at 500 knots, or 600 knots actually. "200 feet. All kinds of radar emitters, but nothing shooting at us. So I'm going to switch to the last waypoint. There we go. And that's going to line us up with the runway. Going to get my air brakes out. That's the runway over there in front.
Passing waypoint 2 at 27,000.
So I'm heading 315 just to line up with the runway. It's going to be a bit difficult to see with the setting sun, but if I zoom in on this area, you'll see those are my lights for my runway there. So now I've reduced my speed. I'm going to get my gear down. There we go. And I'm going to switch to approach mode. And I'm going to raise my seat. There we go. You see a bit better. And there's the runway right in front of us. Oh, nope. Gonna give it gas. Those power lines scared me a bit. Let's get all the parameters in the right spots. There we are. Touchdown. See the plane slowing down. I'm gonna get the air brakes back in. For some reason they don't want to come back in. Have to do it with the keyboard. The big warning is my fuel warning, but I'm okay. I'm back at base. we're gonna go park over there next to the other parked planes. Parking brakes are on. Gonna ask the ground crew to put the wheel chocks.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
You're gonna see them put them on the rear wheels.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
And at this point, we'll just do the lazy auto sequence to stop the plane. You can see the environment where I landed. Here you go, canopy open, battery switch off, auto stop complete. Hope you enjoyed the little flight.